and we're going to jump onto some of our wonderful mouthpiece poets, who are some of the most fantastic people I've ever met in my life. Including Adam Fielding, who I've never met before, but seems to be a classy guy. So everyone put your hands together. Everyone put your hands together for Adam Fielding.
Hiya, you alright? Having a good time? Yeah. Cool, awesome. Now this is my first time with Mouthpiece. The second time I've actually performed poetry as well, so. But yeah, I performed as an open mic slot last time, and they kindly asked me to be a part of their troupe and put me on first. Thanks. Just cracking straight away. I've got about 4 or 5 I've got time to get through. I was looking at material to use for tonight, and I came across this that I wrote ages ago. I didn't quite finish, but when looking back on it and reading it, I quite like that. I quite like that it wasn't finished, so I thought I'd read it. Why not? Give it a go. This is called Insignificant. I've been tried and I've been tested, born in vain to be detested. The family I inadvertently infested abandoned all thoughts of love. An expulsion of revulsion, a curse nursed in repulsion, conceived by compulsion, I know I'll never be enough. I give my all to you in a knee-jerk reflex, unwilling to be perceived as one of life's rejects, foolishly convincing myself worth of respect. I'm reminded I'm just a mere stray to neglect. I am insignificant. Thank you. These first two were actually in about the same thing really, but in 2 different mindsets. So when I couldn't finish that one, I went away and then I wrote this one, and this is actually finished. And it's just a different mindset, but basically reflecting on things as well. So it's called Thank You. I want to thank you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's not easy to do, and it's not what I want to say, but with screaming and hating, your soul will decay. So I guess it's about time to get better and not bitter, even if my confidence has been flushed down the shitter. Thanks to the liars and the ones who cheated, could have felt mistreated, deflated, my trust depleted. Even though I was sucked into your black lies like a Dyson, I can stand here taller for that. So for that, I say nice one. Cheers to the ones who saw me as weak-minded. Sorry to disappoint, but your perception's misguided. I'm stronger than you think. My heart's built like 20 tanks. It hardens with every blow, so for that I say thanks. Thank you to my parents who taught me the hardest lesson, even if at the time it was depressing and distressing. You see, neglect and abuse saw me loosely copy Dr. Zeus. You write your own story of glory that doesn't end in a noose. My life may have been a series of unfortunate chances, but for some reason, giving up has never been one of my stances. I suppose that comes down to the fact that it's never been a choice. So for that reason, I say thanks in a fuck you voice. Being who you are is most definitely decisive. So for anyone struggling, you know what my advice is. In the face of adversity, you give all that you've got. Say thank you to who made you, then you write your own plot. I always endeavour to give what I never received, even if to you that's a weak man being perceived. But this is probably the strongest thing I can do, so for the demons of my life, I just want to thank you. Cheers, thank you. This next one was based on the Brexit. I tend to think like writing poetry for me is literally what gets you going, and what really, tends to wind me up is what I write poetry about. And racist really pissed me off. So I was trying to write a poem based on all the shit I saw on Facebook. I'm swearing a lot, I'm so sorry. We're live, cool. I tried to write a poem on all the rubbish I was seeing and all the crap and all the uneducated rubbish. So I was writing a poem and I realised that I was trying to cater to my audience, and I thought I couldn't really do anything that, catered to the mental capacity of a racist. So I decided to write a child's poem. Thought they'd get it. Romans came from Italy and built us straight roads. Anglo-Saxons from Germany came over in their droves. Vikings came from Scandinavia with their industrialised naval fleet. I can't imagine they'd have been a bunch you'd like to greet. In the Middle Ages, we had a small influx of Jews. Oh, and the Normans, Scots and Spanish came, but that's not breaking news. Oh, and don't forget the slaves from Africa who came in 1650. Oh, and the Americans in the 1800s who beforehand seemed rather shifty. We had Indians and Polish come, and then we upped our guard, but they only came to help our economy by working really hard. Anyway, if you think immigration is new, then your brain needs sanitation, because we're all bloody immigrants who derive from the African nation. You and I are cousins, really, who happen to travel far and wide. So let's love and live with the principles that a family should abide. This one I wrote yesterday. It's based on, I was thinking about, there's no really analogy to put it other than we kind of treat people and people we meet and life and all these circumstances like we're at the coffee shop, and that's all I could really think of the analogy is that, you know, just the scripts that we all have when you go to the coffee shop. Hi, you're right, yeah, thanks, can I have this caramel latte? Is that the large one with the cream? Yes, please, thanks. Oh yeah, that's good. You got to start? Yeah, no, thanks, you, cheers, have a good day, bye. And then you go in the next time and it's exactly the same, and you've just set the script, and who's made it? You don't need to stick to the script, like, be you. So I wrote this, and it's basically about all these non-rules that we have, and these, you know, the way we treat life. Just break out the box a little bit, but don't be a racist. It's called Stardust. The key to it all is stripping back what doesn't matter. Lose the facade and the pointless people you flatter. Don't succumb to the pressures of social convention. And should I mention, get rid of the people that cause the attention. Because life's too short to waste time on ceremonial bullshit. Sticking to formalities and bowing at the pulpit. But equally, I've realised that no one has a clue what they're doing. We stick to these non-rules because otherwise there'd be anarchy ensuing. But I say, what's wrong with upsetting the order, stretching the limits we set ourselves like a personality border, a disorder we've allowed to happen through our brain-dead ignorance, depending on social norms and expectant deliverance. Even in ourselves we can change the world, start a social revolution, venture outside these made-up limitations and break the illusion. Throw away your dignity. Don't be afraid of being one of life's fools. Loosen up, simmer down, take a chance on bending the rules. I found things can only be embarrassing if you choose to be embarrassed. And it doesn't matter if you're from Lincoln, if you're from Paris. Once you're real with people and you don't care what they think, you sieve out the disingenuous from the authentic and distinct. You're literally a walking, talking miracle made out of stardust, the result of which came from a star that died and combust. You've not come 13.8 bloody billion years to sit idly by, work soullessly for half of your life, watch Emmerdale, then die. Speak to that girl, buy that holiday and talk to the homeless. Tell others what you think and stop being boneless. Hug everyone you know and say goodbye to regrets. Be you more and start living life like your soul has Tourette's. When you die, no one gives a shit about your no-claims discount. And remember, a high horse is quite tricky to dismount, so live your life being fabulously humble. Be big, but not shitty. Because the ones who just exist through life, I just can't help but pity. It's long-ish, not ish, kinda. Right, this next one is a bit of a gamble, right? Because, I don't know, it's a rap. Yeah, I'd say it's a rap. The poetry now. Right, so I've got a friend who makes videos, and he saw that I did poetry, and he's like, oh, let's make videos. So we made videos, and we've done it, and one's in the can. And then he went, oh, let's do a comedy piece. I was like, all right, let's do a comedy piece. And I thought, oh, funny. Well, it's not really funny, because poetry tends to be morbid. And I thought, you know what, I'll do a rap. But I'm the whitest man alive. Like, I'm Hitler's wet dream here. I'm like airing in his foot. So I was like, why not embrace that? So I wrote a rap, about being a nerd and a geek and a goonie and literally being the living personification of being an in-betweener, which is me. And there's like choruses and everything, but you look for something a bit different. Yeah? I'll ask Sean. Sean, are you judging me again? Oh, okay. Sorry, Sean. Right, okay, I'll do it. Okay. Oh, God. I don't know half of these, it's fine. Yo. What up? The roof. For all the goonies and nerds, I spit out this verse. Dribbling sick rhymes is like my birth curse, articulating my emotions in a rap-like format, particularly representing those treated like a doormat. Proving you don't need gold chains to get you bitches. Be a polite pale male, don't need to be the richest. I used to be a no one and a bit of a whinger, but then I realised I'm a natural born ginger. Calling out flocks of jocks who think I'm bizarre. Mocking Pokemon, but I'm the shiny Charizard. I'm a red rare creature born in the legend train. Pikachu choose the nice guys, not the vain. The ladies all want me because I pick up my litter. The lazy road men are now getting all bitter. Their females begging me over to chill and Netflix when I responsibly discard of a packet of crisps. Check out girls swoon when I say keep the change. Sorry but manners are now all the range. It's not strange that girls faint when I say please and they tease when I bless them after a sneeze. I helped an old lady walk across the road. She asked for my number but I had to go. I don't donate blood, it's like giving to charity. You fellas with side chicks need to see clarity. Don't be revving in a Corsa in a Mackey's car park. And you really should wear high-vis when it gets dark. And don't interrupt others, that's my only hiatus. Polite conversation gives me superstar status. I'm a polite, pale male. And if that doesn't make you want to have sex, then you're blind reading braille. The lack of kisses I put in my text. Being goofy and skinny keeps my squad much keener. There's a lot to be said for being an in-betweener, so we'll take the example of William Mackenzie, a briefcase of manners sending girls into a frenzy. I'm never late and I ensure punctuality. It can be deemed quite fashionable, but in actuality, making someone wait lacks mega respect. I came to diss you, but your timekeeping's inept. Being flash with your cash won't make you happy, and if you don't believe me, why don't you ask Dappy? A brash attitude leaving people offended, you're snappy. 8 hours sleep is recommended. You're a polite, pale male, and if that doesn't make you wanna be my bae, then go to the opticians, there's a sale. Or is it cause you are secretly gay? This one goes out to all the good guys. Judgment day cometh and your moment shall rise, just like a tale from a biblical book. Try to bully me, you can get to find a place where you probably belong. Dogs holding a rally quicker than ping pong. We're taking over the world with wild manners, revolting with peace and well-spelled banners. I don't have any tats or expensive watches, and my bedpost doesn't have that many notches, but what I lack in that sexual desire, I make up with my burning ginger fire. You're a liar! If you thought I wasn't that cool, you're mistaken, although I have a face like a mule, but I'd rather be this way than a monumental ass. I got the door for you, so you didn't have to ask. I'm a polite, pale male, what the fuck am I doing? And if it doesn't make you want to take me home, then the answer's in this tale. Your parents made you because they're accident prone. Keep on giving exactly what you got. It's all pre-written in this rapping plot. I'm wrapping this up like a big fat gift. So don't clock out while you're putting in a shift. Stay safe and keep being mega polite, because I know life can sometimes seem quite shy, but you must have faith in doing things right. Don't be selfish and rude, and we'll be out.
Okay, that song did cost you 5 minutes to take a break, but I think we can all agree that that was just fine, okay? Yeah? Another round of applause for Adam, everyone.